love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running.
Monastery or the capital monasteries. The initially name it was Parama Vishnu Lok. It literally means the great Vishnu God. But this is after the death of the king Suryavarman. So he got his posthumous name, Parama Vishnu Lok. Yeah. So Cambodian people, he himself, he believed after his death, he gone up to heaven. Yes. So when he was in power, he was a demigod. He was also the supreme judge. So very powerful man. He went to the war. He was a military leader. So all of the rulers in the Angkor period, in the 9th century, 10th century, 11th, 12th, so they were the great warriors. Yeah, very powerful man. Demigod, military leader, and he was a supreme judge. Yeah. So our King Suryavarman, he went to David, today North Vietnam. So he sent his militaries campaigns to David, but he always failed. And also he went to Champa, today central Vietnam. So eventually he took control Cham's kingdom for a short period of time, and he died over there. So when he was 56 years old, so he died during the war in Champa Kingdom. So today central Vietnam, Hoi Da Nang, so central Vietnam, it was part of the Champa Kingdom, very powerful kingdom. So we call Chams. Cham, C-H-A-M-S, Chams. So the people, their culture, their belief. So they were Buddhist, they were Hindu, but in the 1800s, so they converted into the Islam. So now they are Muslim. So they were Buddhist, they were Hindu, and they transformed to the Muslim. So they are the minority of the Vietnamese in the modern days. So at that time, they were fighting back and forth. So between the Khmer King Suryavarman and the Cham's king. Yeah. So after his death, Cambodia, it was occupied by Chams for 4 years. So Chams, they invaded here in the 1177. They were here for 4 years. So they destroyed everything. So the big devastations in the 1177 to 1181, yeah, in the 12th centuries. But our King Suryavarman in the 1113 to 1150, Suryavarman. Surya, it means the sun. Surya, the god of sun, and Varman, protection. So Suryavarman, sun shield. So this, they all in Sanskrit, in Khmer language back in the ancient times. So as a tour guides and the students, Cambodian people, we learned our histories from the 5 major sources, from the inscriptions. So we got 1500 sandstone inscriptions. So this, the surviving sandstone inscriptions in the National Museum in Phnom Penh, in Siem Reap. So they were in the library. So when French arrived, they started to preserve this great monument. So they moved the inscriptions into the National Museum. And the second source, we learned from the beautiful carvings. So it depicting the business activities, everyday life, and military parades. So from the bas-reliefs. And the third source we learned from the Chinese account. So there were a lot of Chinese travelers, adventurers, ambassadors. So they came here and they wrote about our country. So we got their account. Here, look at the intricate carvings. So they're all man-made in the early 12th centuries. So if you look at this building, the block of the sandstone, so they stack, and this and mortar. So it's back in the 1970. Okay, we're coming here. So these are all originals. So the decoration from here to the top there. So the sandstone roof. In the early 12th century, when they built this temple, they put the wooden ceiling. The wooden ceiling, wooden door, wooden beam. But unfortunately, they all destroyed in the 15th centuries during the battle of Khmer and the Siamese. So they burned all of the wooden houses, the wooden palace. So inside the temple, the wooden ceiling, they've gone. So here, and we look at the cross gallery there first. So here we still have this conservation and the restorations. If you look at this, the new sandstone, it has been restored. So we put the new sandstone, and this new sandstone, we took it from the same mountain, Ulet mountain. And that's the sculpture of the Brahmin, Hindu Brahmin, high priest. So their meditations. So the sculptures here from the early 5th century. So the new sandstone restored. Because inside this gallery, before we put the iron net, there was a lot of bats. So the droppings, so the bat droppings, which eroded this structure. So now we put iron net on top. And look at the red. So this is in the 16th century, not in the early 12th. So the whole thing, it was painted red. So down there it was a pool, four pools. So this is called the cross galleries, and this it goes to the north, south, west, east. So there are four cardinal points. Only on this section it connected between the second level and the first levels. On the other side, they separated. So it has stairs climbing up there. So that here you look at the big standing Buddha here, and this little one. This is a new one, and this is the originals in the 16th centuries. But unfortunately, some of these Buddha heads, they're still missing their heads because they've been stolen. So it's not long ago, it's back in the 1970, 1980. So the big looting in the Angkor. So the thief, they came here and they chopped off these heads and they sold in the black market. 2 weeks ago, we returned some of these artifacts from the United States. So they did not take the whole statues. They just chopped off the head, and they put in the backpack and they sold in the black market. Yeah, the artifacts. Yeah.
It's too heavy to carry the whole.
Yeah. So the more important are the head of the Buddha.
Yeah.
And the gods, the demons, any. So this meditating Buddha. So in Thailand, in Cambodia, in Sri Lanka, Myanmar, so we are the same Hinayana Buddhism or the Theravada Buddhism. So we have the gestures of the Buddha, like this meditation. And the big one over there, Apaya Mudra, so no fear, stop fighting, peace, the one over there. So the teaching of the Buddha like this, yeah. Like the Eightfold Path and the fundamental of the Theravada Buddhism, the Four Noble Truths, and the one reclining. So if you see the statue of the reclining Buddha on the right hand side, he passed away. So in our country, this Buddha, when he was born, Siddhartha Gautama, his name. So when he was 80, he passed away, Nirvana. So he passed away 2,566 years ago. So in Thailand, in Cambodia, our parents, they talk about this year, 2,566. So we work in the private sectors, in the government, our schools, we talk about the Western calendar, 2022. Yeah, so now we have both 2022 and 2,566. Yeah, so in our Khmer calendars, we have 15 days waxing period and another 15 days waning period. So the moon rise and it's getting darker, it's getting brighter. So this is our Buddhist calendars. So we call lunisolar calendars. So it's different from the agrarian or the Gregorian calendars, from the Western calendars. Yeah. So he passed away a long time ago, and he left his teaching. So we learn his teaching, the Dharma, the teaching of the Buddhas. So in our country, we have Pali language and Khmer language. Pali on one page and Khmer on one page, so we can understand. Yeah, if we want to know what was the teaching of this Buddha, we just reading. So that's his speech. Look at this. Mahabharata, the battle at Kurukshetra. Yeah. This battle for about 18 days. The battle of Kurukshetra. So everybody look at this. The original carvings in the early 12th centuries. It depicting the battle of Kurukshetra. There are two troops, the Kauravā troop on this side, and on the other side the Pandava troop. So this battle for 18 days. It's just the mythologies. So if you look at the carvings, the horses, elephant over there, there are many tiers and layers. So the wheel is called and some. So they've done it in the early 12th century. So it's still very detailed carvings. Yeah. The weapons. So this is all man-made. It's quite amazing. Before bas-relief. And also the red head. And the man on the thousand arrows, Bhishma. Bhishma is lying on the thousand arrows. So the battle of Kurukshetra. Yeah, the battle at Escursion. And some part of the carvings here, they're very shiny. Long time ago, we didn't have this rope, and someone they came here and they put the rice paper on it, and they did the rubbing. So it was called temple rubbing. So they sold in the market. So now not allowed to touch the carving. So at that time they came here, they chose this little spot, and they did the rubbing. This comes out very nice, very shiny. Yeah. So the elephants here and the chariots, the horses, it's just the battlefield in the Mahabharata. The battle at Kurukshetra. Over here is the center. So this is a meeting point. The person on the right hand side, he is the representative of the Pandava troop, and the one on the left, Kauravā troop. So the combat, face-to-face fighting. And on this side, I will show you this Krishna. Yeah, here Krishna, he got 4 arms. He's standing on the horse, And this Arjun. Arjun, he's standing on this chariot pulled by this horse. So he's shooting the arrows to kill his enemies. So Krishna, the reincarnation of the god Vishnu. So this Angkor Wat is dedicated to Vishnu. Everything they associate with Vishnu god. Even our beings. So they believe it was the reincarnation of god Vishnu.
This is the third level. Third level still not allowed. On the other side.
You can. No problem.
This is the original one, or the original staircase.
Yeah. So before we close this one down, a lot of people they use this handrails. So this is one of the original staircases of the Wat, from here to the top. So there are 12 staircases. The 11th staircase is very steep like this, except the one on the western side, not so steep.
Yeah.
So during that time, our king, he used that one. But now, we have the better stairs for everybody on the eastern side. So please come over here. We have the wooden stairs and the handrails.
ये अपने ओरिजिनल स्टेयरकेस देख रहे हो यार, ऑलमोस्ट 60 डिग्री सीधे खड़े हैं। कैसे उठते थे यार लोग इस पर? एक और 60 डिग्री, मोर देन 60 डिग्री, 60-70 डिग्री इंक्लिनेशन स्टेयरकेस का अपना टूरिस्ट के लिए सामने। There it is.
Look at the Apsara, the celestial nymphs, Apsaras. So the, you want to stay here or you want to climb? Very narrow steps. Because this is
स्टेयरकेस बनाया हुआ है, पर ये भी एटलीस्ट 60 डिग्री होगा, मिनिमम 60 डिग्री ऑफ इंक्लिनेशन। चलो चढ़ते हैं इस पर। It has rails and all, तो easier होगा चढ़ना, बाकी दिनों पर hands up. Yes. मैं अब चढ़ना स्टार्ट करने वाला हूँ यार। 60 डिग्री इंक्लाइंड स्टेयरकेस पे। लेट्स सी, चलते हैं।
Ist da hoch ein Apfel? Nee, oder?
बनाते होंगे। That's for entry gate. बिना गर्दन का अपना 1960-70s की ग्रैंड लूट में से, क्योंकि पूरा स्टैचू में जाना बहुत भारी पड़ेगा और मैं सिर्फ गर्दन को लेके उड़ा के ले जाए यार। ये लूट का ना अपने देश एरिया में भी लूट मचा के रखे, यहाँ क्या मिलता नहीं, नहीं आता है लूट मचा के। पहुंच गए अपने इंस्टेंट। Now we will drop down. It will be going much more difficult. उतरते हैं। ये आर्कियोलॉजिकल पार्क जो है ना अंकोर वाट, दैट इज़ लाइक 400 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर्स गाइड सैम ने बताया. एंड दिस इज़ लाइक आई थिंक 2 या 3 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर लाइक एरिया में है. अंकोर वाट का मेन टेम्पल है. इट इज़ रियली ग्रैंड यार. अच्छा था, जस्ट स्लाइटली बम्ड की सनराइज देखने को नहीं मिला. बैड लक बोल सकते हैं, नथिंग मोर कैन बी डन अबाउट. टीम आगे जा रहा है. बाय बाय अंकोर वाट मेन टेम्पल. You disappointed me by not showing the sunrise, but I'm very happy with you, even though I am very happy with you. Bye bye. This is the road to our buses. और like 40 temples is सिर्फ इस अंकोर वाट का जो 40 किलोमीटर का जो एरिया है उसमें है. like 40 लास्ट टेम्पल्स, जिसमें मोस्ट ऑफ देम वेयर अबंडेंट. कुछ को 16-17 में हिंदू टेम्पल से बुद्धिस्ट टेम्पल बना दिया जाए. दिस एंकोर वाट ऑल्सो, दिस अंकोर वाट ऑल्सो ये भी बुद्धिस्ट टेम्पल था, सॉरी हिंदू टेम्पल था, बिल्ट इन 1100, बट इन 1600 इट वॉज कन्वर्टेड टू बुद्धिस्ट टेम्पल.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.